Yeah, no, it's really exciting to join the IndyCar series. It's definitely been a lifelong ambition of mine to join the premier level of motorsport, premier level of open wheel racing in America, and it's really cool to kind of join Justin and actually be racing against him for the first time. I don't think it's definitely something we've never done before, is race on the same track at the same time. You know, racing in Indy Lights over the last couple of years, we've raced on the same circuit on the same weekend, but obviously in different series. So I think it's also an added bonus that we're teammates, and I think we can share a lot, and hopefully you know, we can have a good weekend and get the car working well for us. And you know, I'm sure for that first weekend I'm going to be absorbing a lot of the information that Justin has to offer me, and hopefully one day when I'm more well into the series I can start sharing some of my input as well to help Justin out as well. I think if we can get working together really well, I think that's the goal.
Yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be tough actually having your brother as a teammate, because you want to help your brother out and give him advice and spend time and look at data, but I've still got to do my job as well. So that's a difficult balance I've got to try and manage, of making sure I don't get too distracted thinking about ways of helping Stef and forget what I'm meant to be doing. So hopefully I think we've got a pretty good street course car, and that's going to help him get up to speed, because you know, knowing that the car's in a good spot, and we just work away and get used to the braking, the power, the downforce, and I think it could be a good weekend. We just got to keep our nose clean. It's going to be a typical street circuit and street course fight, so it'll be fun having Stef there and on track, and hopefully show him how it's done a little bit. But
I hope so.
Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to it.
No, for sure, it's going to be definitely a big challenge for me. I mean, you know, not having a proper test before getting into the car on the race weekend, it's going to be a steep learning curve for me, and I'm fully aware of the challenge that lies ahead for me. I just want to make sure that first and foremost have a clean weekend, not make any huge mistakes, and just constantly show progression over the weekend is my goal for that weekend, and hopefully doing a good enough job to get more into the series and get more races in the future. Only on PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation together, iRacing together, competitive. We did one little go-kart. We got on the same track together and did 5-10 laps. You know, just wore out his rear bumper.
I was quicker that time, actually.
I think I wore out your rear bumper. I don't think so.
I was about 10 quicker than you, I think.
Oh please. Yeah. So no, this is our first real time together, and you know, there's 11 years between us. I'm 35. He's 6. So you know, there's a little bit of you know, there's obviously the age difference, but we've never had to or been able to compete together, so it's going to be interesting.
Definitely. You know, Justin's just, you know, he's got so much experience in these cars. You know, he's been
another term for old, thanks.
So much experience in these cars, been racing them since 2004 on the top level in IndyCar. So that's really good for me, is kind of having him there and having his experience to kind of look at being able to look at his data is just, you know, kind of a privilege, you know. And, you know, it's always been beneficial. You know, like I said, we've been racing on the same weekends. Although I've been racing in Indy Lights, still racing on the same tracks and the same weekends. It just always been able to ask him questions has been really useful. So, you know, now racing as teammates, I hope that progresses.
You won't get any answers now.
I hope the flow of information keeps going.